All right, Ray. So we're gonna reload for you 6.5 Creedmoor.
All right, man.
All right. So first thing I notice, you have way too much oil on that bolt.
Okay.
What oil do you use?
The one you gave me.
Okay.
Hops. Yes, sir.
All right. So see how it's all. You can see the oil.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Dirt's just gonna stick right, and you can see dirt all over that.
Okay.
You see it?
Yes, sir.
So you don't want to have oil on the bolt. Like you want to put the oil on there and then wipe it off.
Okay.
Because I see it all in your action. I mean, first thing I saw, you see how it's in there? The raceway in
Yes,
there?
sir.
It's just full of oil. So what's going to happen, all that stuff's going to work its way down to the trigger. And then at some point, your trigger's going to quit working. You're just going to, because it's all the dirt's just going to stick there.
Okay.
So, you want to get enough oil in there to get it to work.
Yes, sir.
But not this much.
Okay.
I mean, put the oil on there, clean the bolt, and then just wipe it off. It should be plenty.
Okay.
Okay. So, you can load some brass for this thing. This is from my rifle. So, let's see if it even fits. Okay. It actually just slightly snug. So I'm only going to bump it about 1,000ths.
Okay.
And call it a day. So, I mean, this is once fired, so it's probably not fully fire formed. So I'm going to bump it about 1,000ths, and then we're gonna test it again. Okay. I like using the comparator, but there's no better than just putting it in the chamber.
Yeah.
And testing it. All right, Ray. So this is my Forster Coax press, which you happen to buy the exact same one.
All right.
Okay. We're going to use one of our full-length slice and dice from Cortina Precision. So the way you do is you back this off. You bring the ram all the way up. Then you screw the die down to touch the shelf plate right there. And then you give it another 1/16 of a turn or so.
Okay.
Okay, and then we tighten the lock ring. Now, this Forster is really easy because you can just pull it back out. Okay. You should have a slight resistance.
Okay.
I'd like a little more than that. Yep.
Okay.
See how there's a gap right here?
Yes, sir.
Just a slight gap there.
Okay.
That's what we want.
All right.
Okay. Now we're going to back these numbers off to 0. Okay. Then I'm going to take this headspace comparator, and we're at 1.571. Okay.
Okay.
So we're going to go to 1.570.
Okay.
Okay. Come down. It should not have bumped anything. Yeah, anything, it made it longer. You know why it got longer? Because we're squeezing the sides of the brass down like this.
Yes, sir.
Which pushes the shoulder forward.
Okay. Okay.
Imagine a balloon animal, right? You squeeze here and it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Same thing.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna go down 2 lines because I know we're 2,000ths away. I don't think we're gonna hit anything at this point on the shoulders.
Okay.
But we're just gonna creep up to it. Okay. Still 72. Go another 2. I still don't feel anything. That's okay. Still 72. 2 more. Still okay. We got half a thou, so we gotta go 2 more. It's a brand new die, so I'm making sure I keep it lubed.
Okay.
70.5. So we're gonna go 1 more. There it is.
1.570.
1.570.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Now we're gonna take it over. Well, we're gonna do another one because that one we sized it multiple times. So I wanna do one all the way, one pass and make sure it bumps properly. Sometimes they need more because they have more spring back. Nope.
Wow.
They're nuts.
One pass.
Okay.
Man.
Now we're gonna take these over back to the rifle.
Okay, Eric, where did you get that number from? 15700?
Okay, so see, this is 1.71. Just the way it is 571. Yeah, 1.571. When I put it in the rifle, it was going in no problem. It just had a very slight resistance.
I saw that. Yes, sir. Yes.
So I figured I'm gonna give it just 1/1000th bump. Okay. So that's how I came up with 1.571 minus 1/1000th.
Okay. Wow. Okay. All right.
So it's a comparator. Like that number means nothing other than it's comparing what I have now versus what I have later.
And when you did that first one, the first one is all about getting it right first.
Yeah, well, we're gonna go double checking the rifle.
Right.
I suspect that it is correct, but the only way to tell for sure is to go put it back in the rifle,
Right.
and see if it cycles properly.
Okay.
Okay, Ray, let's take the brass that we just sized. We're gonna wipe it down. You don't want all that lube in your chamber.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna put it in there. Okay, and it fits. Okay.
Okay.
Now, we have the firing pin in there, so we may have that feel may be the actual firing pin. Okay.
Okay.
But I mean, I'm pulling the trigger, and I feel very slight resistance. So, to know for sure, we're going to put Scotch tape in the back of that piece of brass.
Okay.
Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a piece of tape, put it in the back of the case. Okay.
Okay.
Like that. And then we're gonna find a hard surface. I'll be right back. Okay. Then I'm gonna clean the case, the back of the case. Okay, now the tape should stick. No problem. Okay. Then we're gonna roll it around on that piece of metal. Okay. And then you should be able to pull the tape. At that point, you should be able to just pull the tape, and it's perfect.
Oh wow!
It's perfectly cut.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So that's one layer of tape. Put it in there. See, the handle won't go down at all. So that means we were just right there. I felt without the tape, I felt a slight resistance right at the bottom of the stroke. Here, I'm gonna pull the tape off again. And if I put the case back in, hold the right there, and see we still have that much to go.
Right.
So I think we still need to bump it another 1/1000th.
Okay.
If we bump it one more 1/1000th, we're
Yes, sir.
golden. Okay. And then we'll have a perfect fit where we're only gonna have about 1/1000th
Yeah.
gap.
Yeah.
So it'll allow nice functionality,
Right.
but yet not too much bump or too much headspace to
Yes,
where
sir.
you can create
Yes.
donuts or case head expansion.
So in a nutshell, you measure, but your main concern is right here.
Yeah, well, this is
Okay.
why I measure
Okay.
to know where I need to go.
Okay.
So we're gonna bump it 1/1000th more, and we'll
right.
check it again.
Okay.
All right. So now we need 69. Right, we're at 70. This needs to be 69. So we're gonna advance this 1/1000th more. So we're out of the range now. What I mean is, we already maxed out the die. Simple. We loosen it again. Give it about a 1/8 of a turn. Tighten it again. Okay.
Okay.
Back off the cap, put it back in, and go through the same process again. It should not bump. Okay. I'm gonna go 2. I'm gonna go 1 more. You could tell we barely bumped it. I'm gonna go 1 more. That should do it. 69. 1.569.
Okay.
Okay. It's 69.5, so I'm gonna give it the other half. Okay. There it is.
Wow. Okay.
69. I'm gonna do the other one. Make sure we get some consistency.
Wow. Right on.
69. Okay.
Okay.
So take it back to the rifle. Should be perfect now.
Okay.
But let's double check. Okay. Put it in there. Pull the trigger back. There. See? Goes all the way down.
Okay.
See? So that tells us we're good now.
Okay.
Okay? So we're gonna size all the brass the same way.
Okay.
Before we do that, let's talk about annealing.
Okay.
For a loading block, what I did is I just took this entered from the MTM boxes,
Yes.
MTM 100. So annealing. If we were annealing, it might be different. The setting might be different if we're annealing because there's less springback.
Uh-huh.
You do not own an annealing machine, so we're not going to anneal this brass. Okay. I don't want to throw that into the mix because I want to show you what you're going to have to do.
Okay.
Eventually, you will need an annealing machine, or you can come by and you can use mine.
Okay.
But for now, I'm just going to show you what you're going to have to do
Okay.
at home. Okay.
And what's the purpose of annealing?
So annealing. So you ever take a piece of metal or even that baling wire, and then you can work it back and forth, and then it'll break off.
Right.
That's exactly what happens. So the brass, when you fire it, it expands.
Yes, sir.
And then when you size it down, you just size it down.
Right.
So it's like if you just move that wire back and forth. So every time you keep firing it, it's like you're moving it.
Oh.
And it gets hard.
Oh,
They call
okay.
it work hardening.
Uh-huh.
It gets hard enough that it will break. So
Okay.
what happens is you're going to start splitting the necks.
Oh.
So the necks will start
okay.
splitting on the brass.
All right.
So that's plus every time you fire it and you size it, it's harder than the previous time. So now the neck tension is tighter.
Yes, sir.
So it's like you have a different round every time.
Okay. All right.
You follow what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to verify this one before we move on. Yep,
Right there.
there. So, all right, we're going to size the rest of these, and then we'll prime it.
What would happen if you didn't anneal? Is it like
Well, eventually it will split the necks.
so when you anneal, each and every time you anneal, that's just plain outright just taking care of your brass.
It just sets it back.
Okay. All right. Okay.
It just sets it back on the hardness to the same hardness level,
Right.
and because it is the same hardness level every time,
Okay.
then your loads will behave like the previous load.
Okay. Okay.
Right.
So
every time you go out and you shoot and you go, okay, that's my load. Well, you want the next one to be identical to that one.
right.
If you don't anneal it, it's going to be close, but it's not going to be identical.
So the bottom line, we're looking for consistency.
Yeah, consistency
okay.
is the name of the game.
Yes, sir. All right.
That is what's going to get you.
Absolutely, man.
I'm also not cleaning the brass.
Uh-huh.
I don't clean brass. I just wipe it down.
Now when you do this, you don't need none of this in the mouth, do you?
In the mouth of what?
That brass?
Yeah. See, so the way I do it, I put just very little on my fingers. I go like this.
Uh-huh.
I flip it, and I go like that.
Okay.
And I just covered everything. Also,
Okay.
because I always use that lube, like I feel dirt on the brass, and when I go like that, I get it off. If it's really dirty, I'll wipe the brass before I put in the die.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
But this is not bad.
Have you ever taken this like this, Eric, and washed a batch of brass and shot, and then not washed brass and then shot? What did you do? Was it the same or
Very close? Simply because when I wash the brass, I don't clean it really clean.
Yes.
I just clean it enough to get the lube off.
right?
So if you were to clean brass like really clean, like brand new, you might feel different. The main difference you're gonna feel is when you look. I skipped one. You know how I know I skipped it? See, that's why I put them with the neck down. See how you can see the primer still in it?
Right.
So I looked over there and I realized I missed it.
Oh.
So anyway, so everything has a reason. That's why they go neck down.
Okay.
And
All right.
So they stay neck down throughout the entire process
Okay.
until they're ready to receive powder.
Okay.
That's when they get turned right side up.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Okay. And then after I'm done with this, we're going to chamfer the necks and deburr them.
Okay.
And I'll show you how to do that. Also, that's when we clean or we wipe the brass. Okay.
Okay.
So right now we left the lube on the brass because we have one more step, and that is the mandrel die. Okay. We're done with the sizing die,
Okay.
and now we're going to run a mandrel die. We're going to set it up the same way we set up the
You want a small camo with this one the same way?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, same thing.
All right.
So what's happening right now is we set the necks they're pretty tight right now.
Right.
So we sized on the outside. So
Right.
we made the outside of the neck round. Okay? But the outside really doesn't matter because the outside of the neck is not touching anything. What's going to touch the bullet is the inside of the neck. Right?
Right.
So that's what we want to be round.
Okay.
So now we're going to go, and that's why I don't wipe the lube as soon as I size it, because then it has lube for this die.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Right.
now I'm going
I
to
see.
turn this around, and then I'm going to go this way.
And then it's gonna go back face down over here. I
Yeah.
see. That way we don't lose.
So this is a brand new die, so
Okay.
it's dry, so we're going to make sure we put some lube in there. Okay. Okay, I mean, we already have some, but right now it's kind of getting seasoned, you know? Want to make sure we don't stick a piece of brass. Now this die is slightly tighter than that other one.
Okay.
And that is so that you don't have what we call clickers. This brass, as you keep shooting it, you know, we talked about annealing. You only anneal the shoulder and the neck. You don't anneal the base.
Right.
You can't
Okay.
anneal the base. You
No.
should never anneal the base because it'll get too soft and it'll blow up.
Okay.
So with our dies, they're tighter than normal so that the base stays in check
Yes.
and it never grows too far to where it becomes a problem.
Okay. Let's say, Eric, you let's say you did this 3 different times,
Okay.
and on the 4th time that you reload them, same way, right? Exact same way, right? Repetitious, right? No wash, the exact same way that you're doing this, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, you want consistency.
Yeah.
All right, Ray. That's all of them. Now we wipe the lube off. Okay.
Okay.
We wipe the lube off, and while we're doing that, we want to be, of course, we turn this around again. So if you notice, I'm moving the brass from here to there, from there to there,
Yes, sir.
back and forth, so I don't lose track. While we're doing it, we're looking at the brass, make sure we have no splits, no anything. And when you're wiping the lube, you actually will feel if there's something wrong with the brass.
Dents, anything, huh?
Dents, yeah.
Yeah.
Splits,
Okay.
nicks, anything. You feel it.
You ever had one of these blow up on you?
No. I don't want them to.
You've seen it though, huh?
Yeah, you just got to be careful.
Wow.
That's why this is important. This
Yeah.
may seem like a very simple process, but it's important that you get it right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this is where people get in trouble.
Yeah.
Where for example, they go, "Oh, I'm gonna load it really hot." Well, if you need more speed, get a bigger cartridge.
Yeah.
Don't try to. It's like overloading a half-ton truck.
Yes, sir.
At some point, it's gonna give.
Now, when they're talking about loading it hot, they're talking about, like, let's say it calls
Too
for
much
40.5, so they put 50 or something like that, right?
Maybe not that much, but yeah.
But that's what I'm.
Loading it.
I see.
Too hot. And that's where they start having issues.
Okay.
The primer start leaking, and if you start getting leakage around the primer, the primers don't fall out, but there's leakage around there.
Right.
And most people don't notice, but you're actually eating away your bolt face on your action.
Okay.
Too much pressure will, obviously, it's slamming back against your bolt.
Right.
It can cause your bolt lugs to gall where it goes into the action. It'll gall them to the point that they almost weld themselves to the action, and then when you open it, you have to rip it apart, and then it just ruins the action.
So that's a tore up gun. Yeah.
Well, they keep using it, but
yeah,
it's just not worth it.
Yeah. No.
Like I said, if you want more speed, get a bigger gun.
Yeah.
A bigger cartridge. If you have a 6.5 Creed, you want more, get a 6.5 PRC.
Yeah.
You want more than that, get a 7 Magnum, 264 Win Mag. I mean, there's all kinds of different ones. But they're typically trying to do too much with too little.
Right. Okay.
Because oftentimes they like to talk about it.
Yeah.
I go 3,100 feet per second. Yeah, that's not really a good thing.
No.
Okay. Brass is sized, mandrel sized, and it's ready to get the bird, the necks. So the necks right now are sharp. We want to make sure we have a nice chamfer to receive the bullet, because we're going to be pushing a bullet in there, right? So we want those necks to be
like a bevel,
put a slight
like
bevel.
a taper or something.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
On the inside and on the outside, so it doesn't interfere with the action. Okay. We check the length on these. They're still, they're only been fired one time. They're still within spec. At some point, they may get too long. You got to check them every time. Once they get too long, then you have to trim it.
So you don't take these out, shoot them, come back, and just go through this process. You measure. You check them every time.
You have to check. Yeah.
Okay.
So right now they're fine, but at some point they may not be. You just have to check.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ray. This is a pretty simple process. This is a chamfer and deburring tool. You put that in the neck. You give it a twist, and see how I put a small bevel on the inside.
Yes, sir.
That's all we're looking for.
Okay.
And then you flip it around, then you do the outside.
Okay, so this is not something you sit there and
No,
make
you don't.
it a career of.
No.
Okay, all right.
Just enough to get it to do. All right, we just dropped that one. First thing you got to do is look at the neck.
Yeah.
Because they always fall on their freaking necks. They're like cats.
Yeah.
This one fell on its butt, so it's fine.
Okay.
So do that. Do the inside. That's all we need.
Okay.
Okay. Couple of turns, and you can see it. Okay. Now you can automate all this thing, right? I have that trimmer over there. It's a Jarrell trimmer. It does this in fractions of a second, and you can do hundreds of rounds in minutes.
Yes, sir.
You don't need that if you're going to do low volume.
Yeah.
You can do this. Now you can also put this in. They sell some that you can put in a drill, and then you can spin it with a drill, and then you just touch the brass to it. So there's all kinds of ways to do this. Okay. You don't need a.
But for somebody starting off,
this is perfect.
This is perfect, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like I said, you can buy the one that you can attach to a drill, and then you just put a drill and then just touch the case to it.
Yes, sir. Need to get the concept down right first.
Yeah. I like to teach people to do it by hand first.
Yes, sir.
Because it'll teach them the feel,
okay,
what it's supposed to look like, and it slows it down to where you can tell if it looks good or not.
Yes, sir.
And it doesn't take that long. Again, they're still mouth down. Okay.
It'll
It'll stay that way until we prime it.
Going from one side to the other. I like the way you do that. Yeah.
Yeah, now we're going that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, there's a lot more of this than what you think.
Yeah, but you know, it's a process, right? It's the same thing.
Yeah.
All right, that's it.
Hey.
All right, now we're gonna. So the flash holes. See how they have some stuff in there?
Yes, sir.
You can clean them or you can not. I haven't found them to make that big of a difference. They make these brushes that you can go in there and see, like I just did.
Right.
I just took a Torx bit, and you can do that and clean the majority of it. You know, you can do that if you want. You know.
But you haven't experienced a lot of problems, huh? With that. Okay.
No, I haven't noticed anything.
Okay.
So as you see, it's really easy to clean. So they actually sell specific brushes for
tools.
This.
Okay.
And you know, you might want to get you one. And again, put in the drill.
Yes, sir.
And then you just touch the brass to it. So you don't have to do it manually like I'm doing. I'm just kind of showing you what it does. And see, it's pretty easy. Because you don't want to cut into it. This is the thing. They make primer pocket uniformers. Stay away from those.
Okay.
You don't want to cut the brass. Lapua does a really good job at making their stuff.
Now, when you say pocket primer,
uniformer.
What exactly is that?
It's a cutter.
It'll
actually cut.
Okay.
It'll actually cut the pocket.
Oh, okay.
So if you do it wrong, some of them are adjustable.
Yes, sir.
And you adjust it to be perfect, and then sometimes they get loose, and then they get too deep, and now you just ruin a bunch of brass.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I mean. I would stay away from those. Just get you a little brush that you can put in the drill.
Okay.
And do that.
All right.
You know. So, you know, it doesn't take long.
Yeah.
And especially if you had a drill with a brush, you can just touch the brass to it. It'd be done in no time. So I mean, I just did 20 here.
Okay. That's a box.
That's a box of ammo.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we are ready to prime and then drop powder and see the bullets.
Okay.
Almost done. Now we're gonna prime the brass. I always wear glasses because I have to, and I recommend that you do as well. So this is just a hand primer from RCBS. The one thing you want to make sure is that the flat side is up.
Okay.
Okay, so this is a small primer. When you buy one of these, they come in large and small.
Yes.
You just change out the center and this deal right here.
Okay.
But anyway, these are CCI 450s primers. Okay, this is a small primer.
Yes, sir.
In the Lapua brass, so that's what we're using. And you just get it in there, and you can see how this is not all the way in.
Right.
Like it's bottomed out. You wanna get it firmly in there. Okay.
Okay.
Now they go right side up because they're primed.
Okay. Is it your primer when you're done? When you call it done, it's supposed to be flush or supposed to be in a little bit.
Feel it. It's below.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Right. But again, this is on this handheld one. You can see there's a gap.
Yes, sir.
There. I just give it a good squeeze.
Okay.
Watch. Without the brass.
Okay.
It closes all the way up.
All right.
It closes all the way here.
Okay.
So that tells me it's going all the way to the bottom.
Okay.
The last thing you want is for this primer to not be seated all the way to the bottom.
Okay.
Because then it either it's not going to go off or it's going to be too slop, or it'll not go off or it'll be very inconsistent because you're going to lose a lot of energy.
Okay.
The firing pin's going to lose a lot of energy.
Now
when it strikes it.
Eric, what's the deal with the primer issue? What when they say, you know, small or big? How do you know? What?
Well, this is a small, and
Is that because
the
this
hole
what?
is smaller.
Okay, so this is what Lapua takes, or
Yeah,
is it?
Lapua takes small.
Okay, all right.
Small handles more pressure
Oh, okay.
because
okay.
you have more brass in the
Yes, sir.
base of the case. Right?
Okay.
So you have more brass there, therefore more pressure.
So preferably Lapua brass, small. Okay.
primer pocket.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Most of the other brands are large pocket,
Yes, sir.
but Lapua made small,
Okay.
which I prefer.
Okay.
Okay, it's all primed. Again, CCI 450.
That was
Now
quick.
we're gonna go over to the powder thrower. We're gonna load 4350 powder,
Yes, sir.
and then we're gonna seat the bullets.
Okay.
And I'll show you how we still gotta measure. See how we're gonna seat those bullets. So
Right.
Let's
right.
do that.
Okay.
Now we're gonna find jam point. So jam point is the point at which the bullet gets stuck in the rifling. We want to stay away from that. Okay?
Yes, sir.
At all costs.
Okay.
You don't want to be in there. So we're gonna stay away from that. But in order to stay away from it, you gotta find it. That's it. So we have our die here. So I'm gonna back this off quite a bit, like 50 thousandths. We're gonna take one of these bullets. We're gonna seat it in there. Okay. No primer, no powder, no anything.
Okay.
Put it in there.
Wow.
Okay. It won't close.
All right.
That's fine. Okay. Good. So it's really long right now. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna put a little dye wax on the bullet so it doesn't get stuck. Okay. And we're gonna measure it before we put it in there. So it's actually 2.2.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Couldn't have done that if I tried. Okay. Closed it.
Because you brought it in there,
Yeah.
didn't you? Okay.
Now I'm gonna snap the bolt open so it doesn't stick. That's why I put dye wax in there. Okay.
Okay.
Pull it out. .187.
Okay.
Let's call it 2.185.
Okay.
Okay.
Eric, now this number that's always over here, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
does
ignore
it?
the fourth number.
Okay. Okay.
So 2.187.
Okay.
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 So it went down 13,000. That means the rifling seated the bullet deeper.
Okay. Right. Okay.
So we're gonna call it jam point. Let's call it 2.185
2.185. Okay.
with 130 with this comparator and 130 burgers. We're going to call that 2.185.
Yes, sir.
And then we're gonna want to stay at least 20 thousandths away from that. So 2.165.
Below that.
Yeah.
Oh.
We want to stay away from that. Like
Okay.
that's the danger point.
Yes, sir.
Let's stay away from it at least 20,000.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So 2.165. Okay.
Okay.
So we're gonna turn this die down. So this is 2.2 right here. So 65 is 35 below 2.2. So that's 10, 20, 35. Okay.
Okay.
So we should be at 2.165. Well, 60. Okay. Close enough. So we're 25 thousandths away.
Okay. Wow.
So
Okay.
see, no issues.
Okay. I see that.
So now we know we're safe.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're gonna load it right there.
We're gonna keep that number and load it right there.
But now the next thing we can do is see if it fits in the mag. 'Cause that's important, right?
Okay.
So let's bring me your magazine and make sure it fits in your mag. Okay. And it does not fit.
Wow.
Okay. So that's what's going to dictate.
Okay.
So we're going to go 20 thousandths below that.
More than likely, that right there would give you feeding problems.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So
okay.
we found we found what the barrel can give us issues with.
Yes, sir.
But now, if we load it here, then we're going to have mag problems.
Yes, sir. Okay.
So you load jam minus 20 or mag length minus 20, whichever one is shorter.
Okay.
Right. Like in this case, it's the magazine. So
okay.
We're going to load another 20,000 shorter than what we have it here. Okay. Okay. Let's see if it fits in the mag. It fits pretty good. It's still a little close, so let me measure what we have. So we are at 2.140. So we can go up to 2.130. 2.130.
2.130.
Or 35. Just an easy number to remember.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm going to go 10 thousandths less. 2.130.
Now, is there a certain time, Eric, that you start worrying about it going? We go too far in?
Well, yes, but right now, look here. Look at this bullet.
Okay, I see.
See?
I see what you're saying.
So this is how it looks right now.
Yes, sir. Okay.
So if anything, it's doing us some good that we're getting a little bit more bullet in there.
All right.
You see that?
Yes, sir.
So this has quite a bit of long freeboard.
Yes, sir.
Because the jam point is past mag length.
Okay.
So that's how I knew.
Okay.
Okay. So 2.130 with 130 burgers.
Okay.
And this comparator.
Yes, sir.
So we're going to mark this one. I'm going to mark it for you. 2.130. Okay.
Okay.
And you're going to take this with you.
Okay.
Save it. That's with 130 burgers.
Okay.
So if you're going to load 130 burgers, load it like that. Now, that's our starting point.
Right.
We're going to work on powder charge first.
Sir. Right.
Find what shoots best. And then we can play around with seating depth.
Okay.
If we need more, if we need to tighten the groups. First, we need to make sure that we get a nice consistent load.
Yes, sir.
Then we can play around with seating depth. But we can only go one way. We can only go into the case.
Yeah,
we can't go out because then it'll hit the mag.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. If the mag was long enough, then we have to worry about jam point. So you can't go out. You got to go in.
Yeah.
That's it. All right. Let's load the brass. Okay, Ray. Let's drop powder. We got 4350 in here. And we're going to need, I'm going to put this in here. 0. Go to auto. And we're going to go to 43 grains. Okay. That's a load that I know has worked before.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do those 3. And
like a ladder load.
Well, no, it's not a ladder. I'm just gonna give you 3 loads.
Okay.
So we got this RCBS funnel here, and we're gonna be using 6.5 right here. Okay. Put it in there. This goes in here. Okay. There's 1. 43. Tap it. Put it back. Go over here in the meantime.
Man.
So I'm going to mark this brass. Okay. 43. 0. I'm going to go right there. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna stop it because that's 5. You know what? I'll probably do 6. Okay. I want to do 6 of each charge. I'm gonna seat bullets in these right quick. That's also when I was seating bullets, I was moving the table, so I kind of want to leave it alone.
Okay.
Okay, that's the 43 load. 43.0. Okay.
Okay.
And everything with 43 is going to have the red line across.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
So now we're going to go to 43.5. And we're going to do 6 of those. Okay, that's 1. Okay. So these are 43.5. I'm gonna seat all the bullets. I'm gonna mark it. 43.5. Okay. Seat them all. Usually I do I load and seat. You know.
Yeah.
Okay. So I marked this 43.5.
Yes, sir.
It's gonna have 2 lines.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'll make sure that we're not over pressure. So you have these 3 loads. Obviously, shoot the 2 shots in the middle first.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're gonna have 2 extras.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot those first. Kind of get sighted in, and then start from the bottom and work up.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
So this is 42.5. Okay. 2 other ones with no line. It's 42.5.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
So that's that. Put those in your box, and that's it. See how they shoot,
Damn right.
and then rinse and repeat. Cool.
Shit, yeah, man. Heck yeah, dude.